Hello students, let us understand illustration 41. XYZ are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio 5 is to 3 is to 2. Their fixed capitals were 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 1 lakhs respectively. For the year ended 31st March 2020, interest on capital was credited to them at the rate of 10% per annum instead of 8% per annum. Now here in this question, this is not a case where interest has not been allowed at all, that is interest has not been omitted altogether, but this is a case where interest was to be paid at the rate of 8% per annum, but it was credited to them at the rate of 10% per annum. So this is a rectification where we are required to rectify the difference in interest on capital. Now let us look at the table showing the adjustments to be made. We shall prepare X's current account, Y's current account, Z's current account, and firm's debit and credit column shall be there for each and every column. Now their capitals were, it is given that their capitals were 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs and 1 lakh. So they were paid interest on capital at the rate of 10% per annum. So this is a wrong payment made by the firm to the partners. So this credit shall be reversed first of all in order to rectify the mistake earlier done. So 10% means 30,000, 20,000 and 10,000. So this credit will be reversed by making a corresponding debit to their current accounts. So X's current account will be debited by 30,000, Y's current account will be debited by 20,000, Z's current account will be debited by 10,000, and from this debit, that is these are received from the partners which are received by the firm. So this is an income for the firm for the time being. So interest on capital wrongly credited at the rate of 10% now reversed. So first step is that we shall, that is firm shall ask for the interest paid earlier, and therefore their current account will be debited. This is a case of fixed capital method, since in the beginning of the question it is written that their fixed capitals were. It means, it implies that the firm is maintaining capital accounts of the partners under fixed capital method. Therefore current account adjustment through current account is required. Now next step is that this was the mistake that the firm had committed earlier, which is rectified by debiting their current accounts. Now what should have been happened, what should be done in order to rectify the current account of the partners? The partner were eligible for 8% per annum interest on capital. The question says that instead of 8% per annum, so they were eligible for 8% per annum interest on capital. So this will be paid by the firm to the partners by crediting their current accounts with the amount of interest on capital payable to them. So their capital balances are 30 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 1 lakhs. So 8% of 3 lakh, 24,000, 8% of 2 lakhs, 16,000, 8% of 1 lakh, that is 8,000. So X's current account, Y's current account and Z current account will be credited by interest on capital at the rate of 8%, 24,000, 16,000 and 8,000, because this is a payment to be made by the firm to the partners. Therefore their capital account is credited. and this payment of 48,000, that is 24,000 plus 16,000 plus 8,000, is done by the firm. Therefore the collection of 60,000 will get reduced by 48,000. So credit balance of firm will get reduced by 48,000. Therefore firm's balance will be debited. Firm has earlier collected 60,000 from the partners, so it was a credit, that is an income for the time being. Now out of this income, 48,000 expense, internal expense, is being paid by the firm to the partners as interest on capital at correct rate of 8%. Now look at the firm's balances. The total amount collected from partners is 60,000, but payment of interest on capital has been done only to an extent of 48,000. So remaining 12,000 is an excess collection from the partners, which must be distributed to the partners in their profit sharing ratio. And the question has specified that their profit sharing ratio is 5:3:2. Therefore this excess balance of 12,000 will be credited, that is paid to the partners in the ratio 5:3:2. So 6,000, 3,600 and 2,400 is the payment to be made by firm in the ratio of PSR. Now analyze excess current account. The total of credit side of the current account is 24,000 plus 6,000, that is 30,000. So X should get 30,000, but at the same time X should also pay 30,000 debit, that is debit, to the firm. So X's current account shall be debited by 30,000 and credited by 30,000 at the same time. So in this manner we can conclude that X is neither eligible to get anything from firm, neither he is liable to pay anything to the firm. Next is Y's current account. Look here, Y's current account has a credit balance of 19,600, that is he is eligible to get his capital credited by 19,600. At the same time Y's current account should be debited, that is debited by 20,000, that is Y is required to pay 20,000 to firm, and at the same time he is eligible to get 19,600 from the firm. Therefore we can say that the combined entry that we could pass, that the combined effect that we could give to these both transactions is that 400 should be debited to Y's current account, that is Y should give 400 to another partner whoever is short credited. Now next, Z current account. Z is eligible to receive 10,400, at the same time he is liable to pay 10,000 since debit and it is credit. So he is eligible to receive 10,400 and liable to pay 10,000. Therefore in effect he is required to be paid 400. Effectively he is required to receive 400 only. Therefore the combined effect is that Y will pay 400 to Z in order to give effect to all the errors. So in this case we can learn that Y's current account will be debited by 400 and Z's current account will be created by 400. The entry, so adjusting entry is pass necessary adjustment entry, only entry is required to be passed. So Y's current account debit 400 to Z's current account. This is the answer of the question and this is the working note that you are required to prepare. So practice it at your home. Thank you very much.